If you've ever forgotten to water your garden and come back to find your plants giving you the silent treatment, or worse, shriveled up like sad little raisins, you're going to want to stick around. Automatic irrigation timers can be total game changers. Whether you're managing a big backyard, a balcony jungle, or a vegetable patch that thinks it's a farm, a good watering timer can save you time, water, and guesswork. Today, I've rounded up 9 of the best automatic watering timers for gardens, and whether you want something simple, Wi-Fi connected, or multi-zone for complex setups, I've got you covered. As always, all the links to these products are down in the video description in case one of them seems like the right fit for your garden. Let's dive in. Let's kick things off with the AquaControl C40990. This one's for folks who want something easy, straightforward, and super reliable. It's battery operated and connects directly to your outdoor faucet. You get simple controls with a rotating dial and clear display, making it really intuitive even if you're not into tech. I tested this one last summer and I appreciated how fuss-free it was. It worked consistently and didn't leak, even after weeks of daily use. That said, it's not a smart device, so if you're hoping for phone control or weather syncing, you'll want to look further down the list. But for a basic, dependable solution, it nails it. Next up is the Gardena 1891-20, which is their universal water timer paired with a hose connector. This combo is really solid if you're piecing together your own system. Gardena has a great reputation for build quality, and this timer reflects that. It's entirely mechanical, no batteries or electronics to worry about, which makes it ideal for users who just want to set it and forget it. You twist the dial to set how long you want it to water, up to 2 hours. The downside is you don't get the ability to schedule watering for specific days or times. But for simplicity, durability, and zero maintenance, it's a great pick. Moving on to the CROSOFMIHCT311, which is one of the more stylish options here. Oddly enough, it's got a large orange display that's super easy to read, especially in bright sunlight. What's great about this model is that it combines functionality and visibility. It has a 3-inch LCD screen and flexible programming options for frequency and duration. My neighbor has been using this one for a couple of months and really likes how easy it is to adjust. However, he did mention that the programming takes a few tries to fully understand. Definitely not a deal breaker, just something to keep in mind if you're less tech savvy. It's powered by 2 AA batteries, and the build feels sturdy enough for most backyard setups. Let's switch to something a bit smarter with the Rainpoint Wi-Fi model for one zone. This one connects to your home Wi-Fi and lets you control watering schedules through an app. You can even link it with weather forecasts to automatically delay watering when it rains, which is pretty genius. It also supports voice commands if you're using Alexa. One of my friends in a condo garden setup swears by this because he can adjust the watering while at work if the forecast suddenly changes. It does require a stable Wi-Fi connection though, so if your garden area has a weak signal, you might experience some hiccups. But if you're into automation and remote control, this is a strong contender. Now, if you've got a garden that needs more than just a single watering zone, the AquaControl Digital C4115 is worth checking out. This model offers control over 2 separate zones, so you can water different sections at different times with tailored schedules. That's perfect if you've got a mix of plants with different water needs, say flowers in one area and vegetables in another. It has a nice backlit screen and weather-resistant housing. A family member of mine uses this to manage both their backyard and side garden and loves the flexibility. The only complaint? The interface could be a bit more intuitive, but once it's set up, it runs like clockwork. Speaking of smart systems, let's talk about the Garza Smart Wi-Fi Timer, which supports 1 or 2 zones and includes a hub that plugs into your home for stronger, more reliable connections. What I love here is how complete the system feels. It's got rain delay, app control, and can handle both interior and exterior setups. This one's especially good for people managing irrigation for both outdoor gardens and indoor potted plants. A gardener I know tried it last year and said setup was a breeze, though the app interface could use a visual refresh. Still, having all your watering schedules at your fingertips makes life way easier, especially during hot months when plants are extra thirsty. Now let's talk about the Gardena 1890-20, the Flex model. This one's kind of the next step up from the earlier Gardena we mentioned. It's still simple, but with added digital programming, giving you daily scheduling options. The interface is minimal but effective, and it's powered by a 9-volt battery. The main strength here is reliability. It's built to last, and like most Gardena products, it feels premium. One downside is that it's not Wi-Fi enabled, which may be a deal breaker if you're after remote control. But for folks who want dependable daily automation without too much tech, it hits the sweet spot. Now, if you've got a larger setup like a greenhouse or a lawn with multiple watering zones, the Rain Point 4 zone timer might be exactly what you need. This thing has 4 outputs, each with its own programming, and it even includes brass connectors for added durability. You can delay watering for rain, run manual cycles, or create intricate schedules for each zone. It's really a step up in terms of control. Someone in my community garden group uses this and swears by it for keeping their tomatoes, herbs, and flower beds all on different watering schedules. The only caveat is that it takes a bit more time to program, so be ready to sit down with the manual and maybe a cup of coffee. And finally, we've got the S&M 590054, which is kind of the no-frills, all-purpose option. It attaches directly to the faucet and has a single outlet, ideal for small gardens or even balconies. It's manually programmed with a simple dial, no batteries required, and the build is surprisingly solid for its price. I'd say this is perfect for someone who just wants to automate watering a small area without overcomplicating things. A friend of mine uses this at his vacation house, and he likes how easy it is to set when he arrives. No app, no fuss. That said, the lack of programmability might limit you if you want more advanced control. So, which one's right for you? If you're just starting out and want something simple and reliable, timers like the Aqua Control C40990 or the S&M 590054 are great entry points. They're easy to use, don't require tech know-how, and just get the job done. These are the kind of tools that make gardening feel less like a chore and more like a relaxing routine. If you've got a more complex garden or want full control over multiple zones, then the Rain Point 4 zone or Aqua Control C 4115 offers serious flexibility. Having multiple zones gives you the power to tailor watering exactly to each plant's needs, which can make a noticeable difference in growth and health. For those leaning into smart home integration, the Garza Smart and Rain Point Wi-Fi models are top picks. They offer app control, weather syncing, and even voice command support. Being able to control your irrigation from your phone adds a level of convenience that feels futuristic and incredibly practical. If long-term durability is your main priority, Gardenia's timers, especially the Flex 1890-20, are built like tanks and offer excellent performance without unnecessary features. Investing in a well-built timer can save you from mid-season breakdowns and replacements. And for those who value clear visibility and simple yet powerful scheduling, Crosofme's large display and solid build make it a very user-friendly choice. A big, readable screen might not seem important until you're trying to adjust settings under bright sunlight or after a long day. Think about how many zones you need, whether you want remote control or just a physical dial, and how much time you want to spend on setup. The right timer doesn't just save water. It can save time, stress, and even improve your garden's yield. Once you've got that in mind, it'll be easy to narrow things down. Smart watering means healthier plants, less waste, and more free time for you. All the links to these products are down below if you want to check them out or pick one up. Don't forget to like the video if it helped, subscribe for more gear reviews and gardening tips, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy watering!